in all of college football for a running back. He wants to make sure that his young freshman is rewarded here today, so he has challenged that offensive line to make sure he eats here in the first quarter. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run it. Sweet cut there. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback making adjustments. On the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Washington State going quickly. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Cougars will have it 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Grab behind the line. It's Clemens. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Clemens. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Ready, go! Off the play fake on 1st down. He lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feel.
Here, got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll run it again. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays. Aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want them. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field to score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to throw it again. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick handoff. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds a man in the middle. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Washington State lines up quickly. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Coleman. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here comes the heat, and they got it.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And the Rams trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabs it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Washington State going quickly. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Cougars. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point was good. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Looking to fire. Working that. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Makes the grab and room to run. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Wazoo.
Man, great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and it's what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Coming out with it, it's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He's loose down the middle. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. In Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Takes it from the gun on third down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
Now on the return. He's got great speed. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Cougar! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time.
They kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes zoof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24. The Rams moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Defense looks like they're coming. On fourth down, going to the air. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Forced out of the pocket. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And as a defense, you just went, whoo, we just dodged a bullet. Not great coverage, an opportunity for them to get a touchdown, and it goes right through his hands. Little bit of lack of concentration, and that cost him 6 points.
The run up the middle, running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
I know the aggressive play is to go for the touchdown, but with a little bit of lead right here and a great start for my offense, I'm going to kick this field goal, Palmer.
I'm going the other way. I'm going aggressive here. You can put the nail in the coffin with the touchdown. Even if you don't get it, they still have to drive the entire field on your defense.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the grab. It's Brown. A relatively short but effective gain. He's out of bounds at the 11.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Rides to back and leaves it. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the Rams come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Here comes the hurry-up.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Finds his man. It's Brown. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Got it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give from the gun. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with Oregon taking on the #1 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Ducks with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season.
The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Rams will hustle to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. And the Rams are moving quickly down the field. Hand off for Brown.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
The Rams pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Pulls it on the option. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Freeman. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Rams! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. The defense with sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They'll go to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hit as he throws. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. From the red zone, it's Brown. Able to get one down to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He caught it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And a lot of times in football, man, the short memory, we usually talk about the quarterback. But sometimes it's the running back who puts it on the deck. Sometimes it's your playmaker out wide who puts the ball on the deck. But that doesn't mean you abandon him. You come back to him, let him make plays. Nice job making the catch. And I still expect him to be a big part of this football.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That's caught. It's Freeman. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback
got a little grass. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Motion from the back. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Cougars racing to the line in a hurry-up. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. That is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The pitch. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Washington State. Excellent pass by the back on the option. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I love when quarterbacks do that. When you go back to the guy that made a mistake earlier in the game. Earlier we saw that receiver fumble right away.
Looking for a deep man. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Rams in the hurry up. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown Cougars. And they turn it into a defensive score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Cougars! The defense putting points on the board. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Running inside. It's Voorhees. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Rush is on him. And it's a sack.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And this one splits the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead.
95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge. Go, go.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this.
Might have a chance. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Makes it past the marker. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has his defense's head spinning with the option. On first and goal, let's see if Washington State can get it in. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Voorhees. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Snap in the shotgun. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field.
Number 38, set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
Again, it's Brown. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Rams headed quickly to the line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Rams go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation.
Black 18! Black 18! Venom! Venom! Doc! Check! Doc! Doc!
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
The give and tick, 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 tick.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Voorhees. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Well, this one had all the suspense.